The Atlanta Braves drop game 2 of the series 10-3 to the Los Angeles Dodgers and are now 0-5 against LA this year. Let's talk about it, I guess.
This is the Braves Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Atlanta Braves. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Yes, welcome on into the Braves Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Atlanta, where we cover your Atlanta sports teams each and every day. I'm your host, Lindsay Crosby, author of the Braves Today newsletter. You can find that over at bravestoday.com. You can follow me on social media at Crosby Baseball. Jake Mastroianni will not be with us tonight. He has an early morning because this game, this is not the reason, but let's just point out this game started at 10:21 p.m. on a Saturday. It is currently 1:30 in the morning on Sunday. There are on the YouTube right now about 60 people here. You guys are insane. I love you so much for it. Let's talk about this. Because, okay, a lot of things happened in this game. It's really hard to, I really can't blame any specific thing of this, right? There was, the offense just could not produce, right? The pitching allowed 10 runs, and most of them came against your best pitcher, right? The defense struggled at times. There was a double play ball to Matt Olson where Ozzie Albies cuts in front of him. Fields the throw at second, momentum taking him towards the pitcher's mound, and tries to throw back across his body to get the double play. They don't turn it. Run scores. That's second inning instead of Nick Allen. And one thing at a time. Okay, let's start with the pitching. All right, we got to talk about what happened in this one. This was the shortest outing of Spencer Schwellenbach's career. Okay, 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, 1 walk to 4 strikeouts. And I know that you're going to have bad games, right? I understand that the top of this lineup is going to be able to score on anybody. Yes, 6 runs on 8 hits and 3 2/3 is not great for Spencer Schwellenbach. What I'm more concerned about, honestly, than the runs that he gave up in this game is the way he gave them up. Okay. Los Angeles had 12 hard hit balls. 9 of them were 99 miles an hour or harder. And here's the thing, okay? This is and great news that we got, or I guess great stat that we got from Mark Bowman of MLB.com. This is the 4th consecutive start where Spencer Schwellenbach has allowed at least 7 hard hit balls of 99 miles an hour or harder. 4th consecutive time it's happened, right? Versus Toronto, versus St. Louis, versus Arizona, and here. 2 of those were quality starts, right? 2 earned runs, 3 total runs in 7 innings versus St. Louis. 3 earned runs, 4 total runs in 6 innings versus Arizona. Technically a quality start. In Spencer Schwellenbach's first 24 career starts, that happened a total of 4 times. So 24 starts to open his career 4 times. Here, the last 4 starts, it's happened every single one of those times. His ERA across those 4 starts is, I want to say it's, I had this here. I want to say it is a 7.17 ERA across his past 4 starts. There's a lot to not be happy about with this team. There's a lot to not like. We're going to talk about the offense after the break. But the issues that you've had in the pitching staff, in the rotation, have really made it difficult for Atlanta to overcome the nights where the offense underperforms. And it's happened, right? Like, it has happened a lot more than we all wanted it to happen. Last year, part of the reason that you were so, like, you still made the postseason was it was one of the best offenses in baseball. Or, sorry, the best rotations in baseball, right? But nights like tonight show you if the offense is not able to produce, the pitching staff has not been able to carry the load. And I don't know why. I don't know what's different for Spencer Schwellenbach than his first couple starts of this year or even the end of last year when he was doing so well. Massive pitch mix. He threw all 6 pitches tonight. Didn't use the sinker a ton, didn't use the curveball a ton, right? But he threw everything tonight. 14 whiffs. Like, he was getting swing and miss. It just wasn't translating into performance. I do think a lot of this, though, and we do need to acknowledge, a lot of this was the top of the order for LA. And I put this on social media. I was tracking this throughout the game just because I'm a masochist, I guess. The big 3 of Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman for the entire game went 8 for 13, 2 home runs, 8 runs scored, 6 RBI. They put 12 balls into play. 9 of them were hard hit balls. 7 of them were over 99 miles an hour. So people who know me from Braves Today have heard this before. Like, 2 things can be true at once. Spencer Schwellenbach was not great tonight. Braves pitching in general was not great tonight. 10 runs is never good. The big 3 were amazing. And you see why this team is a World Series contender. They're expected to, they're the favorites to win the World Series. Because, again, Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman, off of Schwellenbach, they were 6 for 9 with 4 runs and 3 RBI. For the game, they were 8 of 13. Again, 2 homers, a double, 8 runs, 6 RBI, and just crushed every single ball that they saw. In just a minute, I want to talk about the offense because there were a couple things to actually like, but overall it was a terrible performance. And we'll do that next right here on the Braves Postcast. Did you know your Fire TV is also an Xbox? Turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices, no console required. Just grab your paired controller, subscribe or sign into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to go. Dive into hundreds of premium titles. EA Sports College Football 25, Call of Duty, whatever you can imagine, as easily as you stream your favorite shows. And what's fantastic is you can go anywhere. If your Xbox is in the other room, like, what if you could jump into your favorite Xbox title without needing a console in the room that you are in? So head to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and compatible controller required. Available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K 2nd generation, Fire TV Stick 4K Max 1st and 2nd generation, and Fire TV Cube 3rd generation. Welcome back to the Braves Postcast. And I want to talk about the offense in this, in the 10-3 loss. Because the Braves had 10 hits, but could not convert them into runs. And part of that, 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position, 11 left on base. But there's been some frustrating trends behind this Braves offense, and we saw a lot of those manifest tonight, right? We saw some of those things that they're doing differently bite you in a bad way. For instance, Marcell Ozuna. Okay, I understand that Marcell Ozuna has been trying to be significantly more patient at the plate in the past. And he leads baseball on walks. Like, it's absolutely working. His on base was like 500 for a while. His first 2 at-bats, 10 total pitches saw. He strikes out twice. He swung once. And like, this was a situation where this game, Roki Sasaki gave you pitches to hit. Too many Braves hitters were taking pitches and not trying to, not understanding how important it was to get the ball in play and to stress what is not a very good defense. The Dodgers defense played okay, but you saw the very end of the game. How did this game end? Bases loaded. Sean Murphy strikes out looking. I think on 4 pitches. And it's been at a certain point, like, yes, the walks are nice. Having batters on base are nice. But when they're being done by your power hitters, the guys who should be driving in runs, your Marcelo Zunas, your Matt Olsons, it's a bit frustrating, right? I will say I did see a couple at-bats I thought were pretty decent from guys who needed them. Ozzie Albies, not a guy I thought I would be complimenting, especially after he misplayed that double play ball in the second inning. But Ozzie Albies, his first two plate appearances, the first plate appearance, second inning, 7 pitch at bat. He swung at all 4 pitches in the zone. He laid off all 3 pitches out of the zone. The second pitch was very close. He did not chase, got a single up the middle, came around to score on Eli White's triple. Led off the bottom of the 4th inning, and it was already 7-1 at that point. But he took 2 close fastballs. He got an elevated fastball in the zone, put it in the chop house for another run of the game. Like, it was good process. Even the pop-up that he had, and he's been so terrible with pop-ups this year, even the pop-up that he had in, I think it was the 6th inning, 7 pitch at bat, he laid off all 3 of the balls, did not swing at anything out of the zone, fouled 2 pitches off in the zone before he finally did somewhat miss and had that pop-up on a fastball. But the chase has gotten better. Now, obviously, the result of that at-bat, the pop-up, wasn't great, but the process was a little bit better. Michael Harris didn't have any hits today, but the process was better. The at-bats were better. And so, like, you can see if Atlanta can have 2 of the 3 aspects playing as well as they should be, right? If the defense, for the most part, I thought was okay tonight, right? You had issues, but for the most part, it was okay. If the defense is playing okay and the offense or the pitching staff is playing okay, you have a chance to win. But a game like this, where your offense is off, again, lots of hits, you couldn't convert them into runs. When your offense is off and your pitching staff is off, you end up in a game like this where you lose by 7 and you just get destroyed by the top of the order. So frustrating. We'll see what happens. We do have one more game in this series. Good news is that. Bad news, your pitching matchup is Dustin May versus Bryce Elder. Okay, it's given at 7:10 p.m. on ESPN on Sunday Night Baseball. Atlanta is going to be trying to not get swept by LA. And Dustin May's not an easy matchup, mind you. Absolutely not an easy matchup. Bryce Elder has pitched better recently. So let's hope that the Braves, 1, can get the offense working. And then 2, Bryce Elder can keep them in the game so they can take one of these 3. This has been the Braves Postcast. I almost said for Saturday, May 3rd. It's technically Sunday, May 4th now. Do us a favor. If you're listening on audio, subscribe to Locked On Braves. Leave a 5-star review, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. If you're on YouTube, Subscribe to both Locked On Braves and Locked On Sports Atlanta. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live to break down all of these games, wins or losses. We're not ducking this, people. We're going to talk about it. Until next time, this has been the Braves Postcast.